All right, let's get a check-in now with, well, we have team coverage this morning. Two meteorologists here this morning, and it's Pete Mangione, Michelle Muscatello. They've both been monitoring the latest data, and you've been talking all morning long since we got on the air at 4 a.m. about the wind gusts and also those heavier bands of snow that seem to be moving in towards Rhode Island that were out over the ocean over the last couple of hours.
And kind of parking themselves, in fact, right over us here in southeastern New England, and we expect that to be the case over the morning hours. So we're going to start to really pile up the snow here over these next few hours, Pete.
Yeah, certainly, Michelle. We've been kind of keeping an eye on two almost separate bands of snow. We have one just to our west, hanging in Connecticut, trying to come right over the Rhode Island border. We have another one, actually a few waves of them coming in from Cape Cod, but you can see what's happening. It's kind of enhancing the snowfall. They're almost trying to merge, and that's why you've seen the snowfall rates pick up. The winds have picked up, and a lot of our visibilities are now below a quarter of a mile. That's a sign that it is getting going here, Michelle.
And those are those blizzard conditions that we were talking about where, you know, if you checked outside earlier in the night and you said, it's okay. Well, we're now getting into the height of this storm here, so the visibility down below a quarter of a mile, those blizzard conditions. You know, Pete, you just got a text from I think a cousin you said out
Tom,
in Sandwich just lost power. So I think we are going to be at risk of losing power. Seeing the wind damage, that's going to be with us here throughout the morning hours. So don't write off this storm. This view from our hurricane barrier camera shows the snow being blown in the wind this morning. Visibility is poor. We've been seeing the visibility sort of fluctuating between a quarter and a half a mile in downtown Providence. 17 degrees for the temperature. Smithfield's at 16. Newport's at about 17 degrees right now. New Bedford's up to 24. Oh, you can see our camera getting blown in the wind there. So the height of the storm now through about noon. Frequent gusts between 40 and 60 miles per hour expected with this storm here this morning. Snowfall rates at times between 2 and 4 inches. Pete was talking about that band of heavy snow, and it is really just sitting over us, and we expect it to be that way throughout the entire morning hours. So when we have that heavy snow band, snowfall rates 1, 2, and again, even isolated 4 inches an hour possible. We may hear some rumbles of thunder too, and that could intensify the snow. Wind damage, outages, certainly a possibility here as we head through, especially this morning. Here's the band I was talking about. It stretches all the way up from coastal Maine all the way down to the eastern part of Long Island. This is where the intense part of this storm is right now. Our area of low pressure, nor'easter, is sitting to the southeast of Nantucket and will just hang nearby, barely moving very slowly over the next 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours. So this is that long duration storm we were talking about. Travel ban again for very dangerous snow-covered roads. Slow with those poor visibilities expected to continue. Here's how I expect the snow to pile up here through the morning hours. And again, we're talking about snowfall rates between as high as 2 to 4 inches an hour. So I'm looking at, seeing when you go each 3 hours, we're probably going to add 3 to 5 inches with each of these time frames. So still getting up to 1.5 feet to nearly 2 feet of snow in many parts of southeastern New England before this storm is finally over. And the 7-day Futurecast shows that while there may just be a few leftover light snow showers early tomorrow morning, I think it's still going to be a very difficult travel day as we continue to try to clean up. Thursday is dry. By Thursday night into Friday, yet another system comes through. Not nearly as strong as this one, but it will have the potential for at least some small accumulations of snow for Friday. And looking ahead to late Sunday into Monday, there's another storm system offshore that we'll be keeping an eye on for you. You can get the latest Futurecast online or download our brand new WPRI Pinpoint Weather app. You can get all of your latest data, the forecast, any of the information you need on the go on your iPhone. You can download it for free at the App Store or Google Play Store. Let's go out to Gina, get a check on the jam cam this morning.
Well, things are actually moving for those who